Hi guys, how are you tonight? So in this video, I wanted to show you how I attach the arms. I also added a little thumb. So I am altering this pattern so it is more original in my design. It is not my design, this is Delicious design. But I am altering it slightly just to, make sure I definitely don't get copyrighted. I am giving her all the rights and all that. So I'm going to show you how I attached my arm. If you can see here, this is how I attached it. This piece is still completely open. Now when she does it, I'll show you now. Now granted, she is working with rainbow balloon bands, which is a lot harder. So with yarn, we have a lot more possibilities. If you are doing this with bands, you can still do this. Her way or my way, whichever one. Just adjusting my seat. Okay. So she goes in through the stitch. Okay. Sorry, ignore this. And then she goes in through the one loop. She goes in through the other loop like this. Okay, now this is a band, so single crochet, and she does that all the way around. What I'm doing, my band will come out, is I'm just working in the first stitches and doing a single crochet like this. Now what this does, this builds the arm up around with the body. I love her design, but the arms are so flimsy. They're just kind of there, They're very I don't know what the right word is, but yeah, flimsy I guess is the best. This way they're a little more attached. So they're a little more sturdy. So I've done 4 or 5 stitches here. So you are just going to then single crochet. Here's what it looks like. Now, for some reason, whenever I make this Izzy doll, she's always much skinnier. So, yeah, mine is going to be, for the tutorials for her, dresses and all that, they're going to be on my measurement doll. So, you're going to have to, measure your doll and adjust. So, I'm actually just going to leave my stitch marker here, because there's no point in me moving it. So just continue to crochet until you get to the arm. Now I already did that second arm, or the first arm. Now you want to make sure that you add an extra stitch, which I'll show you now. Okay, so here is my next stitch, but it's going this way. So go in through this stitch, poke it through the other end. Okay, so pull your yarn through, pull it up kind of like you're decreasing. Go into this one, but go from the bottom. Like here's your stitch, go into the bottom part like that, just to avoid the gaps, and double crochet. Okay. Now single crochet. Now my stitches look a little weird right here. Right here. That is where I cast off the yarn. So that's why it looks a little funny. So just continue to single crochet all the way around until you get to your second arm, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've done my single crochet all the way around. And I've also done my first double crochet of the 2 stitches together. So you're just going to single crochet back to your stitch marker. Okay, so I went ahead and I worked single crochet until the first arm stitch. Okay, so this is considered first single. So you see this hole here? You want to go into the stitch below it. Now this is a decrease. It's going to be 1 and then a decrease on the arms only. Okay, so this is a decrease. Okay, so a single. And a decrease. Sorry if I go a little slow. I'm trying to look over the camera while making sure it's still in the camera's view. And it is a tall doll. Okay, so 1. And then a decrease. Okay, now you are going to do single crochet all the way to the other arm. Okay, I've done the first single. So now we are going to do the decrease. Okay, single. And decrease. Okay, single. Always make sure you're ending on a decrease. And if you have to go on the same stitch twice. Okay. So single crochet till you get back to that other arm. No decreasing on the body. So if you can look and see, you see how it's like being built inwards? I don't know, I prefer this. It may make her look like she's got broad muscles, but I don't know, I just prefer it this way. So I will meet you back here at this stitch. Okay, so we are now going to decrease in every arm band stitch. So 1 increase. Now this may differ, of course, depending on how big your body is and how big you made the arms. But I have two real decreases. I'm just going to go ahead and add a third. Okay. Now continue to get to the next arm. Okay, so I just finished the second arm and doing my 3 decreases, and this is what it looks like. Now, this part does look a little funny, this white part here. That is because it's not stuffed. Here's what the top looks like. So I am just going to get to my stitch marker. Oh, apologies, just hit the camera. So let's get to my stitch marker. And I will move it up now. Okay. So here is what it looks like. Now we are going to do 2 singles, and then an increase or decrease throughout the whole rest of the row. So 1, 2, decrease, now if I don't know if you can see that, but I have a huge gap right here. So this is how you fix it. So go into a bottom stitch and just do normal crochet. So that was 2. So, and now our decrease. And continue that till you get back to your stitch marker. Okay, so I went ahead and I stopped her and I did a stitch count. Right now I have 15. So we are building the neck, if you can tell here. And I don't want the neck to be that big. The stronger and bigger your neck, the more stability you have. Because when I originally made her the first time with the rainbow loom bands, her neck was just so floppy. And every other doll that I've crocheted, the necks are just all wrong, and it just ruins the whole doll. So I am going to do another round of 2 singles and a decrease. So you can go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you back at the stitch marker. So I now have 12 stitches. Now you can make yours smaller, or you can make yours bigger. This is the neck, so it's really up to you. So nothing fancy, single crochet all the way around. The stitch marker is getting in my way. It is a little easier now that it's a smaller space, but still hard to work around because of the body being so big. My problem is the yarn is wrapping around her legs, which makes it a little more difficult. Okay, so that is round 1 of the neck. I'm just going to go ahead and leave my stitch marker. Now, I didn't do any decreases, but it looks very small now. That's completely fine. So go ahead and do 2, 3, or 4 more rows of just single crochet. And I'll meet you back here when you're done. Okay, so here is my neck. So I am going to show you how to do the rest of her via a flashcard. I apologize for my handwriting. Now, if you have 6 stitches, you're going to have to do 2 rows of increases. So you get 12 and then 24. Looking at my doll now, let's see how many I have. I didn't actually decrease, but sometimes your stitches get tighter. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, it looks like I have 12. So I will be skipping that. And I will just starting off here. Row 1 is an increase all the way around. So you get 24. Your next row is going to be a single and then an increase. So you are going to have around 30 to 36 stitches, somewhere in that area. Now if you have more, if you have less, that's completely fine. As you can see, I haven't done this yet, so I can't give you an exact measurement. So then you are going to do rows 3 through 8, which is 6 rows of just single crochet. That's the head. Let's write that down. Head. That's the head. Okay? So for row 9, you're going to do 3 singles and then a decrease. Again, I haven't done this, so these stitches are probably not right. So then you're going to do row 10 is 2 singles and a decrease. And then 1 single. I'll write down up here. Row 11, 1 sin, then a decrease. Then you're going to add your eyes and mouth. And then for row 12, decreases. So you're going to do 1 single decrease after this. Add your eyes and mouth, which I will make a video when I get there. Row 12 will be a decrease all the way around. And then you should have like 6 or 12 stitches left. And I will show you how to do the amigurumi closing. So I'm just going to leave this here. And I'm going to do all this, and when I get to the eyes and mouth, I will show you what to do. Now, in her video, there is no mouth. You can absolutely not add a mouth. It's completely up to you. I'm just actually going to make like a little smile with some yarn. Actually, I have my yarn all ready to go. Yes, I know. Red yarn on a red hook. What am I thinking? So go ahead and do all the way up to row 11. And I will meet you back here in about 2 or 3 days.